All right, what is going on, guys? Baller TV back, and today we are on Madden 21, saving the Houston Texans from Bill O'Brien. So, thankfully for everyone who resides in Houston and all Houston Texans fans, Butt Chin finally got canned. It's about damn time.
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did.
He has completely ruined this team's future. Traded away their first and second round draft picks last year and this year. They are 0-4. They have the highest payroll in the NFL, and they have 0 wins to show for it. Butchin left this team a damn dumpster fire. They are terrible. I mean, they're in a terrible situation, a terrible spot, and I love Deshaun Watson, so I decided, you know what? Let's hop on Madden 21. Let's do our Houston Texans rebuild early this year, and let's help this man get this team back to normal and hopefully get this team towards contention. So, looking at the Texans team, I do like some of the things that Butchin did do while he was in charge. Not many of them, but a few things. So, I love Deshaun Watson. Personally, guys, he's my favorite NFL player. Been my favorite player since his junior year in college. I just love Deshaun Watson. He is so much fun to watch. Has that it factor. We're helping him win a Super Bowl, hopefully. I like Tunzel. They gave up a bit much for Tunzel, but I do think he's a very, very talented, if not the most talented left tackle in the NFL. The receiving core, obviously they don't have D-Hop anymore. We might try to trade and get him back. I really might. We'll see. But there's some talent. It's not a lot of talent. It's not D-Hop, but there's some talent there, so that's okay. Running back room is god-awful. I mean, David Johnson 3 or 4 years ago, I get it, but now it's just terrible. Tight end room is not very good. Offensive line, besides Tunzel, is not great. Then defensively, our linebackers are all right. They're not bad. Whitney Merciless, Illini alum, shout out. It's my favorite college. Safeties, yeah, decent. Corners kind of suck, and the defensive line is all right, but it's aging. So, boys, we've got a lot of moves to make. I need to get some draft capital. I need to clear up some cap space. I need to get some youth on this team. But most importantly, we need to get guys who are going to help Deshaun Watson, my boy, win some games. So, I'm going to start making some trades right now. I'm not sure who's going to go, what you guys are going to see, but let's hop right into it. Kenny Stills' contract expires after this season, and like I said, we have no first or second round draft picks in this year's draft, thanks to Butchin. So I decided to go ahead and get rid of him early, get a first round pick in return. I feel like this move is pretty self-explanatory. This will probably be our last trade before I hop into simulating the games here. Gerald McCoy is 32 years old. He is going to regress this year, and I don't plan on keeping him long term at all. This is our pick. We have our pick back now. We are 0-4. We needed our pick. So, Butchin, you can screw off, man. I'm going to save this team. And this is just a good step to doing that because without our pick, I mean, we could very well have the #1 overall pick if our team keeps losing. And I'm not really concerned with trying to save this season. I mean, we'd have to win a lot of games in a row to make the playoffs at this point. So I'm just concerned with getting as much draft capital, clearing up cap space, and getting better for years 2 and 3. Okay, so to end the first season, we go 6-10. So we actually went 6-6 in my reign. That's a W in my opinion with how this team started off. I haven't seen the stats yet. I'm assuming Deshaun Watson, yeah, he played pretty well. Probably his worst year of his career so far, besides his first season when he tore his ACL. But he should get better. I mean, we're going to surround this man with a lot more talent. Look at this running game. Absolutely horrendous run game. So we'll get him a good running back, get him some more good receivers. Cook's played pretty well. We'll Fuller need more out of him. I just signed him to a contract. Hopefully we'll get more out of him. And we'll give him a real tight end too. No offense to Darren Fells, but we just need to do better. Defensively, I'm not sure how we did at all. I'm assuming J.J. Watt had a very solid season. He did, 13 sacks. But past that, we need to improve the defense quite a bit. Whitney Merciless, our best pass rusher, only got 3.5 sacks past J.J. Watt. So we definitely need to improve that. We need a #1. We need a lot of corners, honestly. We don't have a #1 corner. We don't have very many good corners at all. So hopefully we can land somebody. But yeah, that's it for the stats, guys. We have a lot of improvements to make. Hopefully I have money. Hopefully there's good people in free agency, and hopefully our draft picks work out. Well, guys, we have $6.9 million in cap, and my team sucks. So you're about to see a lot of trades. If I'm trading good players for picks, you guys got to get it. I've got to get some cap space. I've got to get some draft picks. This team needs a lot of turnover very quickly. This trade right here should clear us up about, I believe, 19 million, somewhere around there. Somewhere between, I think, 15 and 19 million in cap. Brandon Cooks obviously was our main receiver last year, but I'm hoping with a top 5 pick, we maybe can snag Jamar Chase. He'll be better than Cooks was last year anyway. And guys, like I said, I have no money, and we have to get some somehow. Guys, this team is a freaking mess. My God, this is one of the hardest rebuilds I've ever had to do. But right here, we're clearing up 5 million more in cap. Well, this is the best I could do. Guys, this team is a damn dumpster fire. So I did not give anyone except for Cohen and David Moore more than 1-year deals. Like I said in my last video, the free agency class in year 2 is so much better than year 1. So I just wanted to get Deshaun Watson as much help as I could for this season so he can continue to progress for year number 3. But it was tough. We did not have very much money. We have so many needs. But thankfully, after all those trades I made a few off camera as well. I think I have 4, maybe 5 first-round draft picks, a 2nd-round draft pick, a 3rd-rounder, maybe 2 3rd-rounders. I've got a lot of capital. Hopefully that can save us because we're going to need something too, man. This team is just in a terrible situation. Thanks to my boy Buttchin. Alright guys, after trading away Brandon Cooks, getting Jamar Chase was basically a must for us. And thankfully after trading up to the 3rd pick, he was available here. He's going to be our best receiver next year most likely. I'm going to put him in the slot and hopefully he can ball out for us. Alright, with the 10th pick, thankfully Caleb Farley fell to us. Besides receiver, we also desperately needed a cornerback. He'll probably be our number 1 corner coming into the season. I mean, our secondary is bad, so we are blessed to get him at 10. Alright, late in the 1st round, we need offensive linemen very badly as well. I don't know if this guy's good or not, but regardless, he's going to play. If he has normal potential, I'm saying it right now, changing him to star. This Bengal draft class, man, all of the offensive linemen have normal almost. Yeah, he's going to be a star for us. He'll play somewhere. I don't even know yet. Alright, lastly, I'm not sure how much he'll play this year, but we need some pass rushers pretty badly outside of J.J. Watt. And I'm sure he'll find playing time somewhere. I don't even know what else to say. This team's just in a desperate need of some talent. Alright guys, so here's the team for the start of year number 2. I've got to say I like where we're at a lot more than last season as far as having some flexibility with money, having some draft picks, but this team has a long way to go if we're going to contend at all in this video. The offensive line, it's come a long way, I would say, but it's still got a long way to go. Tight end room, we do not have an answer there. I would say our running back room does not have an answer either as far as someone who's going to be the guy that takes some pressure off Watson. Jamar Chase should transform this wide receiver group, but they still have a long way to go. Then defensively as a whole, really we have a long way to go. We have decent pass rushers, pretty good inside linebackers, a very solid strong safety, and an improved cornerback room. But free safety is still a big question, and the defensive line outside of J.J. Watt is also a big question. So it'll be interesting to see how we do this season. I really have no idea. So I'm just going to hop right into it, guys. Any big trades you'll see, but if not, I will see you at the end of year number 2, where hopefully we can be a little bit better than 6-10 like last season. So at 9-7 in year 2, we sneak in the playoffs thanks to playing what is probably the weakest division in football. We started off pretty poor, 0-2, then we got hot, then we got very cold. So as you can see, our numbers don't show we were too great. Deshaun Watson kind of struggled again this year, but hopefully next year, get him a true running back. Philip Lindsay was not it this year. He just wasn't. Get him a true running back for year number 3. Hopefully that'll fix a lot of his issues. Jamar Chase was by far and away our best receiver on the team. Will Fuller just is not going to get done for us, but I'm not really sure why. Defensively, we're going to have to make sure we re-sign J.J. Watt because I'm pretty sure, yeah, he dominated 15.5 sacks. He's a big reason why we won a lot of the games that we did. We got a lot of interceptions from a few guys. Our middle linebacker, our strong safety, and then our top 2 corners all really got a lot of picks for us. But overall as a team, we left a lot to be desired. In the wildcard round, we're taking on this Browns team, which honestly is a lot better than our team. I think we have 2 players over 90 overall. They have 4, and they have 4 that are, or 2 at least, that are pretty well over 90 overall. With Chubb, Beckham, and Austin Hooper, I'm not sure how our mediocre defense will guard them. We have no one to really block Myles Garrett at 97 overall. This is a tough team, a really tough team. I don't see us winning this one, boys, but at least we're on the right track. At least we were a playoff team already after the first year Bill O'Brien got fired. Let's go ahead and sim it. I won't be disappointed if we lose. I'll be very excited if we win. Can we get a win, boys? For the freaking boys? And, yeah. We cannot get a win for the boys.
About, man?
For the freaking boys, like I just said, or whatever I just said. We lost by 25. We have a long offseason ahead of us. We have once again run into the problem of having no good players and no cap space. It's bad, guys. This team's a mess. I'm going to do everything I can to clear up money to bring back J.J. Watt and bring in new talent, but it's going to be tough. Randall Cobb is no longer good at football, and this is a first-round pick. Next clip, please. I'm hoping this will be the last trade. We should have a decent amount of cap space now. We have a lot of holes to fill, but hopefully, like last year, we can have a good combination of a diverse free agency period and then a very good draft. I know this trade probably looks dumb right now, but I hope I can explain it in just 1 second. I might try to find some more money somewhere. We have a ton of draft picks, but these are the 3 guys we're going after right now. Our defense was not great last year. Obviously, our offense is a long way to come as well. But if we can't bring back J.J. Watt, we're going to be screwed considering he got us 15 sacks last year. Trading away my middle linebacker, the reason I did that was because Roquan Smith this year, who was younger and a better scheme fit, and on a very similar contract, so I figured that just made sense. And then Devin McCourty, I just traded away our free safety for a first-round draft pick because he's a hybrid, he's an X factor, and he needs to be a very good fit in this team. So if we land all 3 of these guys, our defense will be looking amazing, but we have to hit on every single draft pick we have to make this team a contender for year number 3. Alright guys, so I decided to not show you the draft considering how long it would have taken because Madden is loading super slow and we had an abundance of draft picks. But what I did is I just drafted every position that we needed. I prioritized need over talent. But for the most part, I think we still got good talent at every position that we drafted. So the defensive line's obviously getting a lot better here as we got a new defensive tackle and a new right end. Got a new pass rushing linebacker to help with the pass rush, you know, just a power rushing guy. George Pickens, he was a very good talent at the position I got him at, and I needed a third receiver desperately. We did a running back. We didn't hit too hard in this pick. He has normal potential, so hopefully I can sign a Leonard Fournette guy. He maybe slip through free agency. We needed a third middle linebacker in our 3-4 scheme, got ourselves a tight end, and got a few linemen as well. So all in all, I'd say this is a very, very solid draft considering how many positions we needed going into it. So hopefully we can maybe snag a Fournette type of guy, and this team could be pretty dang solid for year number 3. Alright guys, here's a team for the 3rd and final season. So the team's not looking too hot, I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking great.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
It debatably, it didn't get worse from last year, but it didn't get that much better. Bill O'Brien, man, he left us in a terrible spot. I had to make so many tough calls, but the offense isn't too bad, really. The offensive line, let's go ahead and just start him now, is decent enough. The tight end group is the best it's really been all video after this guy progresses. Wide receiver, 1 through 3 were pretty solid, but we fall off heavy at 4. Sonny Michel should be a pretty solid running back for us with Tariq Cohen to offset his skill set, and then we have a power back as well. Hopefully Deshaun can ball out this year. Then defensively, our safeties are nasty. Our linebacker group is really, really solid. Our defensive line is really pretty good as well. And then honestly, our secondary, our corners aren't that bad either. So, you know, this team, it's all right. It'd be better in a year or 2, I think, if you give these young guys some time to progress. But I think it's going to be pretty solid this year. So I'm going to hop into year 3, guys. I might make some big trades. I haven't decided yet. If I do, you'll see them. But if not, I will see you at the end of year number 3. All right, to finish year 3, we actually go 12-4. We finally have a breakout season and actually just play very, very well. We finished pretty, I think, top half of every statistical category that is a major one. And I think Deshaun Watson played pretty well too. I just want to apologize right away. My Madden is loading at a historically low rate. Like my grandma's old computer could load faster than this. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, about 4,000 yards, 34-7, 66 completion percentage. That's pretty good. And probably because we finally had an 1,000-yard rusher. Sonny Michel, yeah, 1,000 you can see, and 15 touchdowns as well. We finally had a running back who actually contributed. Jamar Chase might have been the best receiver in football with 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. He played amazing. And then defensively, I believe, once again, J.J. Watt kind of carried the way here. Yeah, 14 sacks. We didn't have a ton after that, but we had a lot of young guys. So nothing too disappointing there. The interceptions, once again, Caleb Farley had a very good year, but we kind of I hope our defense isn't missing something come playoff time. We did not get a first round bye, so we're taking on the 8-8 Kansas City Chiefs in the first round. First of all, I hate playing 8-8 teams because Madden loves making them so good in the playoffs. But second of all, this is the Chiefs. Okay, this is not a normal 8-8 team. This is the best team in the NFL, and they went 8-8. So we have our hands full here. It's the battle of the 2017 quarterbacks. Obviously, Mr. Trubisky is not in the battle because Mr. Trubisky sucks. But Mahomes and Watson are dueling at it here. Should be a very interesting game. It's gonna be a toss-up. I don't really know what to think. Our team played a lot better than their team did, but their team is a lot more talented than our team is, in my opinion. I'm just gonna sim it. I hope we can get a W here. Come on, boys. Come on. Get that first playoff win of the video. Can we get it? And we do get it. 31-13. We play well. We're taking on the Steelers in the divisional. The Steelers team went out and got Fred Warner, the guy I actually would have loved to get if I had the money to sign him. But it's a loaded team. This defense is loaded with Fred Warner, TJ Watt, and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Very solid defense. Juju still a solid offensive line, it appears. Pretty decent pass rush. Their quarterback is Baker Mayfield now. That is very interesting. But this is a solid team. This is a pretty solid team. Top heavy, I would say. But it's going to be very interesting to see who wins this game. So like I said, guys, my Madden is loading super slow. I apologize. But here we go. Can we go to the conference championship? Come on, man. This Texans team is good enough. We are solid. Give me a win, Madden. Please give me a win, Madden. And oh my God. Really? We lose by 21 points to that team. So we beat that Chiefs team by damn near 20, if I remember correctly. And then lose by 21. Pardon my voice crack, but 21 to that Steelers team. Madden, please, for the love of everything holy, fix your game. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you guys are as excited about the new content on my channel as I am. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I did indeed save this team from Bill O'Brien's just crap show that he left behind. I think this team is a pretty solid future. A lot of young linemen, a young tight end, every receiver is young. Deshaun Watson's young and in his prime. Get a good running back. The offense is pretty set. And then defensively, besides J.J. Watt and Devin McCourty, they're all pretty young as well. And they're all on pretty good contracts. So I think this team could have been pretty solid for the next couple of years. But let me know what you think, if you think this team is saved from Bill O'Brien. If you're looking forward to these videos like I am, please leave a like. Please subscribe. We're on the road to 200. We're actually getting super close thanks to the big jump we made last week. So subscribe down below. Help me out. Help me get to 200 before 2021. And other than that, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.